Right then, my very first repo, official repo. As before, let's get rid of a disclaimer for all the buttercups. If you don't like graphic details and swearing, switch off now. Very first official repo. I approached a company down south. They gave me my first ever job. I was like, oh wow, this is brilliant. Now, I didn't really know what to do. I hadn't got a clue. I didn't even know what was going on. So I had some paperwork sent over by fax. So I had a bit of paperwork saying repossession warrant, had the bloke's address, had the car. I'm like, okay, so do I just turn up at the address? What do I do? They said, take it to the car auction, BCA car auction. When you've got it, I'm like, okay, does he just give me the keys? Didn't know. So, went and got myself a nice shirt, nice tie, polished my shoes because I was in the Navy, ship shape, Bristol fashion. Got myself like, I think I might even have a bit of a suit going on. Went to the local pub, it was in Tamworth. There's a big bloke there called Nev, huge. Remember, I was still young. So asked Nev if he wanted to come on repossessions with me. So he was doing this, he looked a bit like a rabbit. Oh, yeah, if you're how much you paying? I went, oh, I don't know. I think I was only getting £100 a car at the time, I can't remember. So we negotiated a deal, Nev was coming with me. Didn't have any means to repossess the car. So we didn't have a low loader, we didn't have a spec lift, we had nothing. I don't know what I was thinking. I just thought that this bloke was just gonna hand the keys over, and I just didn't know what repossession was. So we found this address. I had my car, pulled up in my car. Me and Nev got out, knocked the door. Now this car wasn't parked outside the house. This car was parked across the road. So we knocked the door. I was very polite. Excuse me, sir. I'm on behalf of this finance company. And by the way, your car's up for repossession. Would you like to give me the keys? And he was just like, well, no, I'm behind on the payment. So I stood there, listened to the sob story for about 5 minutes. And I'm like, oh, well, no, I think you have to give me the keys. Why should I? I'm like, I didn't know, but I had to, like, later on when I was doing it, I'd threaten to smash the window, we'd hook it up with spec lift, but back then I was just like clueless. All I'm gonna have to give is keys. I said, yeah, can you give me the keys, please? I'm there in my shirt and tie, could have strangled me with it, anything. Anyway, this bloke keeps looking at Nev. He's like really cagey. I'm like, Canny, you don't like Nev? Anyway, forget Nev. Yeah, can I have your keys, please, sir? Oh, you fucking wankers. And you fucking big prick. He kept like looking at Nev. I'm like, does he fucking keep having a go at Nev for? Anyway, so this bloke's, oh, I need to empty my stuff out of it. I'm like, oh, good, I'm getting the keys. So the bloke, we left him, we stood by his house, and this bloke went across the road, got in his car, started emptying it. That's a massive no-no, because normally they'd just go across the road, jump in the car and fuck off. But it was like, this bloke went across the road, started emptying his stuff out of it, coming back with carrier bags, fucking looking at Nev like that, fucking walking in. And I'm like, fucking hell, like, you know, what do I do? Do I help him? Do I be polite? So I'm just standing there, this bloke's giving us abuse and he's trying to ring the finance company and I'm trying to help him out. I'm trying to ring the finance company for him going, well, he says he's paid. And then I go, no, he hasn't, Sean, he hasn't paid for about 6 months. Oh, okay, thank you very much. And it just goes on for about half an hour, 45 minutes. This bloke still isn't giving us the keys. He then stands on his drive giving us a lecture with his keys in his hand. He's giving Nev shit. Fucking hell, he's looking at Nev like, you fucking bastard. You fucking wanker. I'm like, fucking hell, like, you know, I'm used to like, you know, violence in the Navy and stuff like that. I was in the first Gulf War and all that, but it was just completely alien to me about taking someone's property. And I didn't really know what to do, how to react. This bloke's still giving Nev shit. He's still fucking giving him shit. I'm like, why isn't he giving me shit? And I'm thinking, I'm nice and, maybe it's because I'm nice and smart. I've got a shirt and tie on. My shoes are polished. Nev's just t-shirt and jeans. Anyway, this bloke in the end, he slams the keys down in my hand, fucking gives me some abuse, turns around, gives Nev a load of abuse, slams the door. I'm like, oh, this is good, we've got the keys. Right, where do we take it? Back then you had no phones, you had like no TomToms, you had to get the A to Z street map out, we had to find the local auction house and take it there. I was thinking, this is our first one done. It's okay, got a bit of abuse, 100 quid. Back then it was a lot of money. Remember, we was repoing in the 90s. So it was like, this is all right. I'd done all right. I got my first car back. So I'm there with Nev. Oh, do you want to follow me to the auction house, Nev? Do you want to drive a car? Or do you want to drive my car? And I'd feel like, you know, the king driving my first repo car. Can't remember what it was. So I'm driving to the auction. We drop it off at the auction. I'm really happy with myself. I'm on the phone to a finance company. Oh, Billy Big Bollocks. Yeah, I've got the car. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, send some more. I'm your man, you know. I fucking didn't know what I was doing. Yeah, anything. Finance company were happy. And they, we'll send you some more, Sean. You know, thank you very much. So I'm sat in my car with Nev. And I've gone, Nev, I said, he didn't like you, did he? And he went, no, he didn't. He said there's going to be hell to play down the social club. Right. What do you mean down the social club? Remember, Nev was from Tamworth and our first repo was in Tamworth. And I'm there going, what do you mean down the social club? And he says, yeah, that's my brother-in-law. He goes, he's married to my fucking sister. Oh, why didn't you say anything? And he went, I didn't want to. Anyway, till next time. See you later.